Hi, my name is Kai and this is my tutorial on how to play Rocky Trail by the Kings of Convenience. Just a quick note before we get started, okay? Unlike many other tutorials out there, I decided to split this one into two parts. So if you're here just for the chords and comping part and just want to sing along with the song, you can stay right here. But I strongly suggest calling one of your guitar friends over, send them the link to the part 2 of my tutorial, where I explain all the details of Erlend's part, and you should get together and play it with two guitars. It's just so much better. Now, either way, you will need your capo on the 2nd fret, but a quick note on the capo before we get going. I find it a little bit confusing when working with the capo and needing the capo for open strings, but then on the other hand playing on the higher frets, like 12th fret or so, because then I fall back into thinking it's a 12th fret, which is not the case when you're using a capo. So I decided to name the frets as they would be without capo. So all the 2nd fret stuff, just play the open string. The main comping consists of 4 chords: A flat minor 7, D flat 7 sus, G flat major 7, and E flat minor 9. You will need them for every part, so get them down well. The C part has some additional chords, but we'll get to that later. Before we go into details for every chord, here's what your right hand is doing. The bass follows the same rhythm for every chord. We play on the 1st beat and on the 3rd beat and the 8th note before the 3rd beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. To make it a little bit less static, we syncopate the 1st beat of every 2nd bar, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Great! And now for the other fingers. We play the 1st beat together with our thumb, and after that we play an offbeat quarter note rhythm starting on the 3rd offbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Now let's try that all together, starting with the 1st bar of the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Note that both bass and chords syncopate the 1st beat of the 2nd bar. These are crucial overlapping accents to hold on to when you're new to fingerstyle playing. And here comes the 2nd bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Eirik oftentimes adds little melodies into his comping. So over the A flat minor 7, simply lift your 4th finger to add the 11th on the 2nd bar of the chord and come back to the A flat minor 7 for your last hit. To make it perfect, try the accent, the G string for the last hit, to get a descending melody from E flat to D flat to C. Your D flat sus basically uses the same pattern, but inverted, meaning that you start off with your open E string and play the A flat on your E string after. The G flat major 7 has no melody added to it, and the E flat minor 9 simply moves down in the bass to the D flat, technically making it another D flat sus. So you just lift your 3rd finger here and use your 1st finger for the D flat. Well, that basically covers 80% of it, but as I mentioned earlier, the C part has some changes to it. So 1, 2. So the C part starts out with a B flat minor 7, or in simpler terms, it's the same first chord as in our main progression, but 2 frets above. And we play it with our first finger. And it is followed by a D flat 7 sus, which is the same chord as the second chord in our main progression, but this time it is played up here. And don't ask me why, but Eirik is doing it, so we just doing it as well. Then we play A flat minor 7, as usual, and G flat major 7 also, same voicing. The C part concludes with a little break on the 4th beat of the first bar of the G flat major 7. So I almost forgot to show you the last part of Eirik's comping. So at the very end, when Erlend is playing his comping line, Eirik is playing something quite similar rhythmically, and he's using the same chords he has been playing throughout the song. We start off with E flat minor 9, continue with D flat 7 sus, B flat minor 7, D flat 7 sus, B flat minor 7, and then we're back to our first chord, the A flat minor 7. So basically, he plays the chords and always plays the bass twice in this dotted corridor rhythm, and in between he sometimes just plays the open E string, so in slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So that's about it for Eirik's part. If you want to learn more about Erlend's part, you can check out part 2 of my Rocky Trail tutorial. And if you had any problems following the steps, or maybe you found my handling of the capo confusing, let me know. I'm always interested in feedback. And if you want tabs for my tutorial, you can send me a message via my website or Instagram. Links are in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and big thanks to all of you who watched my first tutorial and who basically inspired me to do another one. We'll see, maybe I keep doing this. So until then, have fun playing the Kings of Convenience. Bye.